your government is big enough to give you everything you want. It is big enough to take away everything you have.
Welcome to the Spearhead Transmission.
With your hosts, Nick Brim. And Michael May.
This is Spearhead Transmission.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Spearhead Transmission. It's February 28th, 2019. Time to break those chains and water that tree.
Yeah, good thing
Pause
it's not-
there. There's a dramatic pause, but I almost just said the radio guy that's on the OSU channel here in town. He's like, "Good morning, everyone. I'm so-and-so. It's 8:06." Every morning at like
It's
8:06.
yeah.
Do you
They
think-
do that well though.
Yeah, you think those radio guys and TV guys, like,
When they go home,
well, they practice it, or do they teach that in broadcasting school? Or?
yeah, they have to. They have like the
You remember that broadcasting
"Hey,
school
everybody."
used to be here in Tulsa? Broadcasting school.
No,
They probably finally get. I mean, like everyone. just
same as Spartan.
started up podcasting and shit. So they're like, "Oh,
We don't.
we can't even do this school anymore. People just doing shit on YouTube and everything else."
You think this podcast would be better if we used radio voices? Like rock
pretty bad as it
DJ
is.
and then NPR guy. You imagine those two types of guys.
I wish I could talk the entire time like the guys that live in Washington. I am Nick Brim. Today, Donald Trump's former lawyer Michael Cohen was grilled in a Senate Judiciary Committee, and
So you're already fucking it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't. I guess you just have to live that.
You'd have to have probably it all written out in front of you. Because then
I mean,
you
'cause
wouldn't have
it's
to
that
think about something to say and keep that voice.
Yeah, because you have, all those news people when they're doing like interviews or whatever. They're, the way they say it, like the apartment fire started sometime last week, and police
You got
still
it
don't
down.
know why. I was just in my apartment, shit caught on fire. So, Jan, as you can see, people here are moving about. There's a lot of confusion as we sit here.
Dude, you fucking
and
have it down.
so, I don't know. I mean,
You can be the guy live on scene. Why don't you do that?
no, there's no way.
You go back, make like $10 an hour.
Yeah.
How much do those people make? They don't make shit. Those ones that go out on scene, right?
Oh, look, April O'Neil lived in a shithole with a bunch of Ninja Turtles.
That's true.
You remember the first Ninja Turtle movie?
Yes.
Have we talked about that on this podcast?
No. But I liked it.
That movie's awesome.
Yeah,
Big
Secret of the
Muppets in it.
Ooze.
No, that's the second one. The first one is about where
Oh,
they get that
I don't
underground theft ring run by the Shredder and
I don't remember that one.
Osako something.
There was no
You know-
Casey Jones. He wasn't in
Casey
that one.
Jones is in it.
Was he in it?
Yeah.
That's okay. They're blending together. So
Secret of
the
the
second
Ooze
one
had
had
Vanilla Ice.
Rocksteady and
Yeah,
Bebop.
No. Did it? It had a spiky turtle. I didn't think it had
Oh
Rocksteady
yeah,
and
no,
Bebop
it
in
didn't. It had that spike.
Yeah, Spike. But the first one, if you think about the
Man,
first one,
the fuck, dude? I don't know what I'm
that
talking
movie
about.
was super dark for a kid's movie.
The
It's about a
Tim-
kid that ran away from home to go live in this underground.
I don't
theft
remember this
ring
at all.
Run by the Shredder, who's a fucking ninja master from Japan. I don't know what happened there, but
He came from
And then-
Crows.
yeah. Then one of these Ninja Turtles runs off by himself, and it's like pretty.
Well, how did
I
the
don't know
turtle
how the hell
come
we got
about?
there. Oh, because we're talking about April O'Neil. What?
I don't.
They
I don't
April.
remember any of this.
Mikey liked April O'Neil. You don't remember that? Watch the trailer for it on your phone.
All right,
on
when I get a
YouTube.
chance.
Yeah, that movie was awesome. Now we're talking about it. The second one I like, but it had Vanilla Ice in it, and then the new ones I hate because of the way this shit looks. The computer.
I've watched the new one.
The-
One of the new ones.
Michelangelo looks like the brother from Vikings. The one with his legs don't work. They look exactly the same.
Ivar the Boneless.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. This seems like all those you would think, you think reporters and stuff are, like movie stars. Or
I don't think. I think it's probably the same as like all preachers, right? They all have that preacher voice.
Yeah.
You know,
There,
they all went to the same school.
There was a, I don't know who it was. One of my wife's friends used to be a property manager at an apartment, and one of these local, what do they call them? Not hosts, anchors, news anchors, lived there, and he had his answering machine. This shows you how long ago this was. His answering machine, when you called it, or his voicemail would be like, "Who can?" And it was him singing this. "Who can it be now? Do 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 do. Calling on my phone." What the fuck? Yeah. Can you imagine that?
Could you imagine that being your?
Throughout my existence, my answering machine has always been nonsense. When I had one,
Right now, your voicemail is like sounds like you opened up like you opened a bag of chips before. Yeah. This is
mine
Nick Brim.
does it say something? I didn't even know it
Yes,
said anything.
it sounds like you're eating stuff. You not heard it?
No.
Don't answer your phone.
Yeah.
Don't answer.
I've
your
never
phone.
even. I didn't even know I made a message. I thought it just had the person you have called at.
No, it sounds like shit.
Can I reject it?
No, just hang on.
Well, won't it go to voicemail if I reject it?
I don't know.
I'm going to reject it.
This is Nick with Swimming Construction Group.
You can't hear it on speakerphone as well. But
At the tone, please record
He
your
goes-
message.
it's this is
I gotta change that. I don't know when I even made that.
you probably
gonna
didn't.
turn it
Somebody
into-
fashioned it
I'm
together.
gonna do a "Who can it be?"
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Calling on my phone. Anyway,
It's a company phone. The secretary probably called you. Said it's you answering the phone.
I need to get someone with a phone voice to make my answering, but I want it to be like those old 1-900 numbers, like, "Ooh, thanks for calling. I'm not here right now. Ooh, leave a message." Who leaves fucking messages anyway?
I don't.
Except people that don't hang up and leave you like 15 minutes of just them driving around
I have
town.
some of those.
Yeah, like all you can hear is and
then
yeah, and some like, come on.
yeah, but it's always like
Yeah. Anytime I answer them and I get that, I'm always like, "Hey,
I do the
Hey!
same thing.
hey!" It's funny as you can almost see the facial expression when you hear this, like, it sounds like this. Hello? You know what I mean?
Perfect. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
man.
shit, I didn't know you were on there.
Did you call me? No, you called me. Oh, I did? I didn't mean to. But it's usually an answer or a message. But speaking of bad messages, did you see that I guess it was a district attorney, their assistant DA in that Steve Avery case on that making a murder, accidentally called that his lawyer, what's her name?
Kevin Bacon with tits. I
Yeah,
can't remember.
Kevin Bacon with tits. Called her and left the message that he was calling someone else to tell them not to call her on her phone. It's like, hey, let's.
That reminds me of whenever we sent that email to the naked and afraid girl.
Oh yeah. Not Lindsay, the other one.
Yeah, Zyra or
Yeah,
something.
Laura Zara.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was all ready to be on. Then you replied back to her like, "All right, you lied to get her on the show. This would be great." And then crickets from then on out. Is that show still on?
yeah. I think. I mean,
I don't have cables, so I haven't watched the Discovery Channel in a while. But
yeah, it's still. I mean, I don't know if it's hard to say
It's-
because they
it's-
just play reruns
Yeah, or it's redone now, right? Like it's a big group of people as opposed to
No, they have. I think they have two different ones. One is like, one of our former podcast guests was on the one that
the Joe Rogan
the
experience.
long one. That one was too. No, Lindsay was on the Naked and Afraid the 40-day challenge.
XL or something like
Yeah,
that.
but I think did we have her on after that though? I think we
I
did.
don't think we did.
Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, the other guy was on Joe Rogan. The fuck, man.
When's Joe Rogan gonna have us?
One is running for president right now.
Who?
Kokesh. So we have a
He's
former.
running for president again?
Yeah.
Isn't he in prison?
No, he was running for president. This is the first year he ran for president. The first time. He didn't run last time.
Wait, he's out of jail?
Yeah, he's not in jail. I just texted him the other day to see how he was doing. I mean, I would guess they don't have phones in jail.
He's running for president?
Yeah. Yes.
You know anyone can run for president.
Yeah, that's right. He's
We should
anyone.
run for president to get this podcast out there.
Maybe.
Can you run as a team?
Maybe.
Like, hey,
I don't
We're
want to
gonna-
be
we're
president.
gonna
You
run
you run as president. I'll just be hanging out.
well, we're going to be president. Like, oh, president, vice president? Like, no.
No.
We're going to split.
Co-presidents.
It's like me taking over one shift at Burger King with two people.
There you go.
Both going to cover the hours.
We don't want to get. We'll just take the pay down the middle. Wait,
Yeah.
I don't know how much it is.
It's $200,000, right? I thought.
It's $250 probably. We'd be all right.
Fuck yeah, $250. Oh wait, I guess
We got to split it.
there's probably a little bit of stress involved in
Yeah.
that job.
But you only have to deal with half of it.
You get to know all the secrets though, and go to Bohemian Grove and
Well, we
fuck
fucking shut the
goats.
thing down. Change a bunch of shit.
Okay, let me see that owl statue. That giant owl statue. Where is that? When do we start that stuff? But is it like I wonder if it's like the CIA, like once you're in, like you can't get out.
Can't get out of the presidency. I mean,
You're like, hey, guys, I'm done with the Secret Service. You guys
you
get
just
out.
gotta leave.
Yeah.
No, sir, we can't. That's probably the case, dude. Now you say that, think about that though, because we keep the Secret Service detail your whole life. We're providing security for you, but in actuality, it's like, hey, that motherfucker's been running his mouth.
Yeah.
Sorry, we haven't seen one go down though.
I
Have we?
think Hillary Clinton like gets tanked and then gets in her Subaru and drives across town with the Secret Service in it, or do they just drive for her?
They just drive for her.
Can you drive yourself as the president? I got so much control issues that I'd be driving President One or whatever it's called, the
Yeah.
limo myself. Like, hey guys, I got it.
I don't think you can.
I'm fucking.
I mean,
of
the president, but I don't think you can.
Like, let me fly this Air Force One or try.
Actually, if we're co-presidents, you can't. Because if you die, then I don't want to be the full president.
My brother just finished a bunch of simulator training.
Uh-huh.
Flying jets and stuff. And I've always wanted to get in one of those, super realistic,
Yeah.
and say, all right, get it up in the air, and then let's pretend someone croaks out, and I got to land this fucking thing.
See, in my head, I think that those things are actually like that video game like Star Fox.
Yeah.
They get in there and it's like... and then you... right.
Do a barrel roll. Good job, Fox. That fucking hawk. What's his name?
I don't know.
Falco.
Okay.
Falco. The
Damn, you have them memorized?
Peppy the frog. Isn't his name Peppy?
No.
Holy shit, it is
It is.
Peppy.
Is that Peppy?
No, it's the
No.
rabbit's Peppy. The frog's name like Tidbit or something.
That frog comes from ancient Egypt. That's where that frog actually comes from.
I want to play Star Fox. That game's fun. I feel like I could land it. Especially if the controls were a video game controller.
The plane? The simulator?
Yeah.
That's how they should make them. You have badass pilots all the time.
Just have a PlayStation
Fucking
controller.
kids. Just
Like, what's throttle up? X. What's throttle back? Oh. How do I
Hey.
turn right? Top R. Left. Top L.
just think about it.
How do I change views? Well, you can look at outside from this. You just put on goggles, and it's got a camera on the tail.
Yeah.
Back of the thing. No, I really think.
I hate playing first person.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I need to see my plane from outside.
Yeah,
I could fly it better.
Gets me all discombobulated. I really think I could do it, but
Just think about that for a minute. That's crazy. Think about whenever we get the eye, like an eye insert, right? Be like, hey, can I change views? I don't like looking straight first person. I want to see the back of my fucking head while I walk around.
Third person view. Mm-hmm. So, what was it, last weekend we did the running gun?
Yeah, this
practice?
last Saturday.
Yeah, so we stood up a little practice course, and 11 guys ran through it. It was fun, right? I want to try doing something like that once a month.
Yeah.
Because, number one, we're not shooting enough, near enough. Like the guys that are shooting enough fucking spanked our ass.
Yeah.
And then number two is like I don't know. It keeps me up that feeling you get right after you do one of them.
Yeah.
You're like,
You're motivated.
I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. It's time to fix some shit. And then like 4 or 5 days later, like, I'm gonna eat this entire bag of Oreos right now.
I just ate a peanut butter sandwich I shouldn't have eaten.
I had white chili, so
Uh-oh.
I it's gonna be bad here in a little bit.
Hopefully,
I don't know what the deal is, dude.
Podcast.
Chili, broccoli, fucking
Gaseous.
tears my up. I mean, I told you today, like I was lighting it up to the guy in the office next to me. He goes, God, why does it smell back here?
That's what he said.
Yeah. And he came out.
Did it have the chemical smell to
It
it?
smelled like someone left the stove on.
Really?
Like natural gas. Like it smelled flammable in there.
Yeah.
You know, like someone came out the cigarette and do the whole like. You know. But anyway, I was texting you and I said, I guarantee you, there's 2 girls in my office. One of them is going to walk back here now because it smelled horrible. And sure enough, I hear it like coming towards my office. Like, fuck. So I get up real quick and walk to the hall. Here's Tracy. He's got my folder with all these invoices I got to approve. So I grab it in the hall. And then I'm like, I got to act like there's a reason for me to be out here. So I walk across to this other guy's office who's been ripping farts all day, and I start dying laughing. I was like, I just told someone that they're going to come back here now. That
As soon as it's...
And there's no way that whole back section of that office smelled like farts. I mean, even people came down the hall and be like, what is that smell? Oh, man.
That's horrible.
Yeah. But anyway, back to our practice running guns. We had six stages. We had a stage 1 was a dueling tree. Stage 2 is a rifle stage with 3 targets and 3 shooting areas. Stage 3 was a
Pretty much stage 2, pretty much impossible.
Yeah, it was hard. Stage 3 was a hostage. You took a hostage. You shot a couple pistols, and then you shot a couple rifles, and then stage 4 was a VTAC board on some targets. Stage 5 was pistols. Which was fun, right? Like that. You know, that pistol stage was pretty easy. It was still really fun to try
that was
as fast as possible.
Yeah, that one was really fun.
I think you got first place on that one. And then stage 6 was our long shot that wasn't obviously not long enough because everyone just flew through that thing.
Not me.
Yeah, because you started flipping out.
Huh?
You're like sitting there like.
I just tried to keep up a rate of fire. Dude, I had to shoot to the right of it. Like,
I aimed right at the thing.
that's crazy. But I don't think it was blowing as bad whenever you were there.
But
That's my
it's
excuse.
funny is you're sitting there and I could see it happening. It happens to me that you got that, oh shit, something's not right. And then it was because I get the same thing like, oh, what's wrong? Why is this not working? I'm doing everything. Everything is correct right now.
You know what's funny is whenever we do those, like for instance, that pistol stage, right? I hadn't fucking shot pistol in 8 months,
Yeah.
right? Or however long. I don't know. That's probably a lie. Probably not that long. I don't know how long, okay? But it's bang, 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 done, right?
Yeah.
But then you go, and then maybe another rifle stage. I'm like, ding, ding, right? Those, and then get somewhere else, and it's like you
Can't do anything.
You're like, what the fuck, dude?
Well,
I am doing exactly what I was just doing.
That's what I call that old fuck moment, because you're like, you're doing exactly what you're doing, and it should be doing what you're trying to make it to do, but it's not happening for some reason. And I do the same thing, like, well, what's going on? What's going on? I start, trying to adjust and stuff. I think it just makes it worse, but yeah, I don't know. But which out of all those stages, which was your favorite?
I liked the hostage stage.
Yeah.
I actually liked the impossible stage.
Yeah.
I would have liked it more if I would have cleared it.
Yeah.
But probably that stage, because it was the hardest.
I mean, Russ said he wants to set up the next one, but I was thinking if we did, we should do that same stage 1, but almost make that entire pond section like a stage while you run it. You end at the very end, but you run the whole time. But
like a point course, like a point man course,
like almost like you got a target on each pond. You got to hit it 3 times, then you run to the next pond, hit it 3 times. But I don't know. Yeah, I like the hostage one, and I like the first stage, and I like the dueling tree. I think just because it was, I don't know, I was expecting it.
I think it was where it needed. I think it was where the distance it needed to be at. It felt right. It wasn't. I mean, for everybody, for most of what I shot at like 18 seconds or something.
Yeah.
I think fastest time on it was probably 9.
Yeah.
Right. Which is flying.
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't think he missed one.
Right. I would say probably a good time on it was probably 12, 13 seconds. Average probably was mine.
What's funny is Jay's like, he's like, I haven't shot shit in forever. And he goes up there and does better in that dueling tree than I did in Pawnee in the summer. Like, what the fuck, man? He's like, well. But, I mean, it's all about practice.
Yeah,
just
it
like
is.
me trying to pick your front door when I got here. You know what I mean? The other day I tried to pick a lock at my house, and I couldn't get it. And then, like I was telling you, I got locked out in the backyard the other day with my daughter, and we went up to it, and I could have walked around the front and gone through the garage, but I tried to pick it and got it, But if I'd practiced more, it'd be more consistent as opposed to like just getting lucky, or whatever. But I don't know. I hope to continue to do this. I'd like if we could move it around so we don't just end up doing the same thing. Yeah, I want to either run it backwards or like, hey, I got, some guy said we can go to his property or do this or that and set it up. And, I mean, we can use all those targets and shit I got, but, if we just keep it new. And I still think that's why I ran that so damn fast, because I hadn't run it before. Like there's nowhere that you can sit there and feel sorry for yourself because you know how much suffering you have.
Yeah.
Because on that Pawnee run, you're like, fuck this road.
Yeah.
Like, God almighty, like, this is horrible. And then you're thinking in your head, like, I've still even hit the corner yet,
Yeah.
And like I said, my fastest run time there was the very first time I did it. I mean,
Really?
It was ridiculously faster than any time I've ever run it. But it is because it was the first time out there, and it was, like, kind of new to me still. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to keep it up. We have to. I mean, it's one fucking day a month.
Yeah. We just got to.
There's absolutely no reason why we can't do that.
You're right.
So anyway,
We should rotate it. I mean, I know we can do it. I mean, we could even use a road up there to run down just so you get your distance in, and then
up and
yeah.
Well, I'm down for it. I don't know if we still have access to that land that Carl got us. We could do one out there.
Oh,
You know
I was
what I mean?
trying to think of who Carl was. Carl.
Carl Rove. That guy that used to hang out with us a long time ago.
I don't know where
Wait a minute, he doesn't even listen to this.
Yeah, we don't have to offend him now.
The other thing I saw today that Oklahoma constitutional carry passed was signed by the governor and all that.
Does that mean that you don't have to have a permit now?
Yeah, you don't have to have a permit, which is cool, right?
Yeah.
But I see all these people are flipping out in like the news comments and stuff, and they're like, "Well, that's just great. People just going around and without zero training, having guns. I mean, there should be I have to have a license to drive a car. You should have a license to get a gun." Like, I feel for their worry, right? Because
yeah.
there's sure there's gonna be a lot of people out there carrying guns that have zero training. But I tell you what, there's a lot of people out there with permits with zero training that make me just as nervous.
Right.
And here's the other thing. I even saw where a news anchor was asking about it. Like, there was never a training requirement in place to purchase a gun ever.
Yeah.
There was a training requirement to carry concealed, which training is. I mean, it wasn't
fire
training.
50 bullets.
Yeah, you don't even have to. You don't have to fucking hit it. You just have to show you know how to operate it. In the class, I mean, everyone listening to this podcast, I'm sure, has not even. I mean, not confused by this at all. But the class isn't about like what you can and can't do. It's about the law. Like, oh, you can't carry it in banks. You can't carry it in post offices. It's not like, like some sort of deadly force training. Like,
Yeah. No, they're not teaching you.
you're in a room. There's a guy with a machete, a clown, and a nuclear bomb on the floor.
Yeah.
What do you do?
None of that.
There's none of that. So all these people thinking that shit's been happening from now, and that now that it's not, it's just going to be like the Wild West and people shooting, people just running around crazy. It's not going to be any different.
Right.
It's just going to be people that don't have to get permits to carry a pistol.
Yeah. Maybe, you might see an increase in a little bit of
Brandishing.
Yeah, but then it'll taper. I mean,
I think people that were going to carry a gun already would have already done it.
Yeah.
And then, it's not going to change.
It'll be like anything else. You'll see a huge uptick of it first, and then remember whenever they did the open carry here, and then everybody was like, "Hey!" for like 2 days, and then
I've seen I think 3 people open carry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ever. And usually it's like, guys got cowboy boots on that go up past his knees, an alligator skin hat, and a giant fucking revolver with a leather holster. It's like almost like clothing attire.
Yeah. It's his accessory.
I saw the guy with the shoot me first vest at the park one day because I was trying to hide mine because I had a tight T-shirt on. I was like, man, I don't know if we're supposed to. I'm not going to say where we were. But we were somewhere where I was like, I'm not sure if can I have these here or not. It was a private place. But,
Yeah.
So I was like, well, whatever. Just, I don't have mine.
Yeah.
And then this fucking guy walks by with his vest, and I was like, man, that's one to shoot me first. And then sure enough, he's got a Glock on his hip, like just totally out there.
Just blazing around, huh?
Those vests you can it's got a pouch in the back for your ducks to shoot or whatever. Fishing lures. He had a mustache. Maybe he's a policeman. I don't know.
Maybe.
And speaking of carrying guns, too, after our run and gun, I'm strapping my fucking motorcycle down to that carrier on the back of the truck, and we're talking about the seals going out on the forks, because I was like, man, I crank this thing down because I want to lose it. And just talking shit about them falling off. Well, I drive all the way back from Beggs to Jinx, turn into the street going to my neighbor, that fucking motorcycle falls off the back of my truck.
Really? It made it that far?
I'm dragging it on those straps down the road. I mean, probably 10 feet. Get out. You're pissed. Dude, I was embarrassed.
Dude, that's what I was about to say. So you have that, shit. And then all of a sudden you're like, God, oh.
So those 2 people stop and they get out. They're both immediately out of the truck. You need help? Like, hey, I got it. It's cool, man. I got it. And they're both standing there looking at me. I'm trying to untangle it. I'm trying to get out of the damn road. Even though I'm off the main road, but I'm right by there enough that anyone that saw it. Well, one guy gets in his car and leaves. The other guy's like, you sure don't need help? I was like, man, I can get it. It's cool. Then a cop pulls up behind me, turns his light on. He comes over and
he didn't shoot you.
No, here's the thing is that we're sitting there and I'm messing with the straps and I look and I got that fucking pistol on the holster that I ran that little running gun with. So it's just a regular holster. but it's away from him. He had no idea, right? And he's sitting there trying to untangle this motorcycle with me, and I was like, hey, man, just so you know, I got a pistol on my hip. I said, I got a permit. And he's like, oh, well, I prefer the guys that tell me than the guys that don't. And the good thing is this guy was a total dork. Right? If it was Tactical Tommy, I'd have probably been fucking hands up on my truck. Like, this is my neighborhood. You saw what happened.
Yeah.
You know, a fucking motorcycle fell off. But he was cool. Didn't even look at it. Didn't do any shit. Helped me lift it up on the back. And then we strapped it down. I thought he was going to follow me all the way to my house. But
you wanted to make sure you didn't steal it?
Yeah. Didn't check shit. Didn't ask what I was doing. Didn't anything. Didn't look in the back window to see all that
He actually
garbage.
serviced you. Well, that sounds weird.
Good. But yeah, I got in there and I don't know. I guess I was looking the other day to see if I did it wrong or something, but apparently.
But it's not jacked up?
It bent the brake on the right side, the handbrake, but I put a spud wrench on it and bent it back, and it sanded the fucking throttle and the foot peg a little bit, but it's fine.
It's all right.
Yeah, that embarrassed feeling, man. It's like I don't want anyone to talk to me or help me or anything. I felt
Like
bad.
if your car dies in the middle of the road.
Yeah, like just leave me alone.
Yeah, let me get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, and I feel bad because I wish I could tell those. I think I told them thank you. Mm-hmm. Like I'm almost positive at it, and I tell people thanks all the time. So I don't know why I wouldn't, but I almost feel like, man, was I so embarrassed that I was being an asshole to him? You know, like no, I don't need help. I don't need help, and then I don't know. Then I guess we'll find out. I guess I won't find out.
Maybe you will.
Yeah. Maybe they listen to the podcast.
And that's why they were trying to help.
Honey, that guy.
It's that guy.
That was one of them from the podcast. I
can't tell which one it is, though.
Apparently, that's a big thing on here.
I don't understand it because I can clearly tell.
So I'm Nick.
He's Nick, then I'm Mike.
This is Nick. Mm-hmm. I'm Nick. I've had people say that, like, they're like, oh, yeah, when you're talking about this, like, that wasn't me. That was Mike. Like, oh, okay. I don't think we sound alike.
I don't either. I have still somewhat of a like northern accent. Do I?
I don't hear northern. Do I sound like a hick?
Yeah, a little bit.
I notice I sound like a hick sometimes when I'm around people that aren't, hicks.
Yeah.
Say fur. What did you do that for? Fur?
Fur. It sounds like early Grace. What kind of cuckoo brain carries a cactus around in her purse?
But when I hear people that talk like that, it drives me nuts. Like, man, come on. Is that for real?
No.
It can't be real.
It's not real. Have you ever seen that movie, Coal Miner's Daughter? Oh, well, it's a good movie, but the
So like Keanu Reeves and Devil's Advocate?
No. Yes. Kind of. I mean, but
worst accent in the world.
The people that are like Loretta Lynn really talks the way that Sissy Spacek does in the movie. But man, that fucking accent is just it's horrible.
How does it sound? I mean, is this total hillbilly?
So like you can't tell the difference between the word far and fire. Do you understand that? You see that far over there? Like far or fire? What do we like? Because that far is hot. Is what you know what I'm saying? Like that whole.
That's like
it's
what's her name?
It's bad.
That chick that got interviewed in Oklahoma City, like, Lord Jesus, there's a fire. I ran, Jesus, I ran.
That's the same lady. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Is her name Juicy Brown?
Sweet Brown.
Sweet Brown.
Sweet Brown. All right, go to.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Did you ever hear the song? Sweet Brown song?
I've heard the remix.
Yeah.
The auto-tuned remix.
I mean, you think those people are real?
That lady?
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine.
Yeah, she's real.
One resident describes her horrifying experience when she first realized the complex was on fire.
I got bronchitis.
I got bronchitis.
Time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
You remember when that was a craze, like auto tuning and remixing memes or whatever you'd call those?
I just,
You ever hear the double rainbow?
yeah. It amazes me. There's so much talent on the internet wasted.
Yeah, dude. Just trying to be funny.
Yeah, just nonsense.
I think it's great.
That, what was the Joe Biden one?
Oh.
Have you heard that
I
one?
haven't heard that one.
Oh, hold on. This is good.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hold on, listen to this.
I have 2 shotguns in my home. They're locked in a safe. There's a metal gun case. We live in an area that's wooded, somewhat secluded. And I said, Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony and fire 2 blasts outside the house. Buy a shotgun. Buy a shotgun. You don't need a machine gun. You don't need 30 rounds. Buy a shotgun. Buy a double barrel shotgun.
You don't need a flamethrower, and you don't need a tank, and you don't need an AR-15 to scare those thugs away. No, and I don't need a grenade launcher. I don't need an AR-15. There's just one thing I need to do, and they'll stay away from me. Fire 2 blasts outside.
Damn, dude, these things step their game up.
I know it.
That guy's an actual singer.
Yeah, that cracks me up though, man. It's like, you see Biden's running for president?
Is he?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, why wouldn't he?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I saw that the other day. But yeah, man, there's so much shit in that. That and what was that guy? Sheila Booth or
Charlotte Beef.
when he had that flag that those people
Oh yeah.
located.
And then they moved it again, and
he was out, had it on private property in the middle of the woods, and the internet located it based off a live video feed picking up airliners flying overhead and the time of day. And then they went there and fucking took that flag down. That's unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. And what was it though? Like why were they? What was he trying to do? Was it a flag of?
It was a Pepe flag, right? I thought, or something. It was something against Trump.
Yeah, it was a.
And it was I don't know what the flag was. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. But
Yeah.
that in itself is
That
unbelievable.
they found it in another country. That's what it was, right?
I mean, it was
It was like in a whole other country, and they took it down.
That was in Liverpool.
Yeah,
Heist of the century. 4chan people.
yeah, the 4chan people.
How 4chan's worst trolls pulled off the heist of the century. The heist goal, fuck with Shia LaBeouf.
That's the goal.
One of the most impressive and pointless internet heists of all time. Let's see. The poll selection of 4chan.
They had it in New York somewhere, right?
Corner of the internet, yeah, collectively stoking racism and harassing women online as sport. Where'd it go? Sheila Booth, a man in the field driving a car, honking nonstop, and a Trump hat hanging on a flagpole. Oh, he will not divide us flag.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see here.
You can do it in your news voice.
Yeah. The trolls started targeting people who went to protest and
Yeah, that's it.
I can't find where the
We talked about this on the podcast.
I still though. I mean, okay. This time, he featured a live stream of the flag waving in the air. The stream contained only the sky and the flag as not to give away the location of the trolls. Yes, LaBeouf must have thought there's no way that shutting this one down. Big Daddy Shia did it. He would be proven wrong once again. Instead of vanquishing the trolls, he started the most intense game of capture the flag ever. The trolls using only the live stream of the flag starting, I shit you not, studying the flight patterns and contrails of airplanes passing overhead. They mapped out what they saw and took their findings to flight radars to try and pinpoint a general area. Using the knowledge gleaned from the flight patterns, they found that location was near Greenville, Tennessee. The obsessed basement dwellers turned to studying the star patterns and the movements with that, plus a tweet that LaBouffe sent out in the Tennessee diner. The trolls were able to narrow down an arrow even further to a small patch of land between a house and a river. This is where their man on the ground came into play. The chanters were able to enlist a local troll to drive around the area and repeatedly honk his horn. I'd like you, my fair reader, to imagine a man driving around a small Tennessee town, what I assume to be a 1994 Toyota Tercel, just blaring the horn repeatedly while rocking I assume, a golden soundtrack from Metal Gear Solid. All in an attempt to fuck with Shia LaBeouf. But then the troll magically happened in the dead of night. The horn was picked up on the live stream, and the troll posted his location to 4chan. In probably the sweetest moment of his little life, the chanter made his way to claim his prize. Down Shia's white flag of defiance, up went a red Trump hat, and the most pointless, convoluted game of capture the flag of all time came to an end. I mean, that is impressive.
That is impressive.
The thing is, I bet half of those people don't put that amount of effort in their daily job, you know? But to mess with Shia LaBeouf.
And that's you're 100% right, because they're not passionate about it. But they've got passion. But I think I would be the same thing if I had something like where you rally, like, oh shit,
yeah,
whatever it is, right? Does it just fall off? Uh-oh.
Is Shia LaBeouf crazy? I thought he was crazy. Is he just typical Hollywood guy?
I think
Hollywood crazy.
He might be Hollywood crazy. I mean, he's a childhood actor, right? Aren't they all fucked up for the most part?
Like Kevin Arnold.
Kevin McAllister.
Thought it was Kevin Arnold, but I mean, that really is cool, though. I never would have thought about driving around randomly honking a horn, but I mean, if that does it, but obviously it did do it.
Tell that when Clint Eastwood's wife, she looked like Macaulay Culkin.
Is that his wife now?
No, I don't think so. That lady's she's got
wife. She was in Dirty Harry. How did we get to this?
Because you brought up Kevin Arnold, who's actually Kevin McAllister. They're all childhood actors. Because that somebody sent a picture, or I sent the picture, right? Who was talking about it in that text string?
Yulia? Hold on, I got a text.
Yeah, I think she looks just like. I think Kevin Clint Eastwood married Macaulay Culkin's older sister.
Have you seen his new movie?
Macaulay Culkin?
No, Clint Eastwood.
Is it the Mule?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. I want to see it.
I do too. It looks good. I heard it's all right.
He's old as shit, man.
Yeah,
he's got this. We're all destined for that, right? That the saggy arms, and
paper face.
Yeah,
big. Like, what do your hips grow when you get older? So you just.
I think you just
look
get
like one of those.
No, you lose all your muscle and all your fat, so it's just your hip bones that are hanging out.
Look like one of those characters from Mario that's like a brick wall that walks around.
Yeah,
like just wide.
We need to send out a shout out to some of the
Hateful Tomahawk, whoever
Angry Tomahawk.
Angry Tomahawk. Thanks for emailing us, man. We appreciate it.
He said he's been listening to us for a while.
Said we look like douchebags on YouTube.
Told us, he says one of us says shit.
It's got to be you. I don't remember saying shit.
You don't say it like that. Say it like
shit. Shit.
It's got to be you. You sound perfect.
I think when I say shit, I just say shit. It's almost angry.
I probably do say shit.
I put a children's dreams down here for that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, for music commercials anymore. Kids commercials. Do they have kids commercials
on our podcast?
No, on anything. Like I don't know what
kids commercials exist. Fuck yeah, on cartoon channels. Yeah, like. Wait, kids commercials for what? Like candy and shit?
Candy and food.
Hell yeah, they got one right now. It's fucking stupid.
Remember Gushers? Like the old granny?
I was just going to go there. That was, except it's the flavored squirters or whatever. Now you got them on a ring, you shoot this fucking sour shit around,
Get on the carpet.
Get it in the hair. I guarantee you that's where I was going. Is that I guarantee you it gets in the carpet, and then you.
That's like the slime craze.
Dude, there's
Have you got
a
slime?
spot of slime underneath Nora's bed right now. I don't know how. Is that what it is?
Vinegar and I think dish
Okay.
soap. But has she got it in her hair yet?
No.
The other day, my daughter had a fucking wad of it in her hair. I had to comb it out, and then I put hot water on. I think I just melted it off. But yeah, that slime, all that stuff is, my kid. I feel bad because my kids will be like, oh, "Can I have that?" Like, what is it? Well, it's a syringe. You gave us one of them, the Orbeez or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's a syringe that you put these balls in, and you smash it out, and it turns it into this like gel. But the gel's like, it's almost like sand gel.
Yeah,
It falls everywhere.
Yeah, I did.
And then I swept a bunch of those outside, and the little ones that I spilled.
Yeah.
And then the other day I was out back. I was like, "What the hell is it?" They got wet from the rain. They're
They
all
swole
big. Yeah, I was thinking if they had kids commercials or if everything for kids now is just the Momo thing.
Oh, that fucking Momo.
That
I want to find. I'd like to meet the guys that came up with it and then fuck them up.
I mean, it's really a jacked up thing if it's
real.
if
You think it's real? Like, or is it like the same thing like whenever we were kids, like people are trying to poison you with your Halloween candy. They're burning cats and dogs in the backyard.
Yeah.
Is it that? They're putting acid in your,
in your candy?
Uh-huh. I know a kid that never came back. Is it that or is it real?
I was trying to find the song I found, but I don't know if the
If
thing
you're listening to this podcast, pause it right now and then go Google Momo.
I don't know if what I found was real.
You got going. Hold on, I'm gonna fix that.
Or if it was fake because. Sorry. The one I saw had a Peppa Pig cartoon with a head on a table, and then one of the Peppa Pigs like blasts Daddy Pig with a shotgun.
What?
Yeah.
That better. Now you should be able to. Are you serious?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm looking for it now. It said, here it is. There's some guy with a mask on.
Wait, that's
Saying-
Momo?
No, he was. Oh, here it is. I don't want to.
Play the ad.
Welcome back to the channel. Now, you know we're talking about a bit of it.
Oh, that's got the old man mask.
Yeah, but he's not.
Is he bad, or is he just got a channel?
It's disgusting, but it infuriates me more when people try to play. Don't get me wrong, like that.
He's British, huh?
It's
Just me.
that simply and believe I see the and said,
God dang.
What? You can run your finger along the bottom and see.
Yeah.
You just
It's really depressing. Take care, boys. Have a good day. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.
take care.
5-year-old boy, I think. Show the picture of this Momo character, and she could tell that the child was disturbed instantly by seeing the picture.
He had it on here yesterday.
Impressed him, and eventually the poor kid
What if he took it off? Oh, well. Anyway.
What was it? It was a video within the video?
Yeah. But it was like this fucking face, and it's singing some nonsense about killing yourself. And then.
Hello, I am Momo, your worst nightmare. I am gonna kill you. I will kill you. And I will come when you're in your bed. And in the morning.
That's not the one I saw.
Surprise. Look in my eyes. I won't lie. You're going to die. Slut.
It's stupid, man. I just feel like people need to find a better hobby than trying to scare kids. Of course, the other thing is, everyone's like, I can't believe this. But, you can't just give your 6, 7, 8-year-old kid a fucking electric device and just let them go do whatever the fuck they want. 'Cause they're
Exactly.
you'd be watching what they're doing regardless of if there's a Momo challenge or not.
That's right.
No, I read today that it's fake, but I don't know.
There's lots of kooks out there.
Play the commercial. Let's go to. We got around the world. I don't have anything to say besides India and Pakistan are
What are they doing?
punching each other in the throat, and shooting each other's fighter jets down and shit.
Are they really?
Yeah, over some shit that happened in Kashmir.
Yeah, that's been a while.
Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the past 70 years. Or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're at it.
They're at it again.
Yeah, and on the news, it's like India and Pakistan. Like, I don't understand how to take that. Like, India and Pakistan are in combat over area of land in Kashmir. Like, sounds like their problem.
Yeah,
You know?
it is their problem. Yeah. Doing a commercial.
Yeah, go ahead, commercial.
Hi, Eeyore here. If you like the bullshit you've been listening to, be sure to check out Spearhead Transmission on iTunes, Stitcher, Libsyn, TuneIn Radio, and the podcast source. Subscribe to their YouTube channel and watch them weekly for some reason. Also, like and share their Facebook page. Check out their website at spearheadpodcast.com and get all of your Spearhead merchandise there. If you have hate mail, please send it to xspearheadx@yahoo.com. They always appreciate hearing from you. Thank you for your support and enjoy the rest of the fucking show.
All right. What is it? What are we on the hot zone? There we go. That's good enough for the music, right?
All right, this is from The Blaze. Isn't The Blaze, what's his name?
Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is still
Two transgender sprinters dominate girls' state championship again.
no shit.
Now, one of them claims biological girls may have advantages. He says, or she says. He says.
They say.
Yeah, I use the negativity to fuel myself to run faster. So, Andrea Yearwood, a 17-year-old biological male who identifies as a female, took second place earlier this month at the Connecticut's indoor track girls 55-meter sprint. Yearwood's time was 7.01 seconds. The third place sprinter, who is not transgender, hit the tape at a distant 7.23 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was wrong. Okay. Terry Miller of Bloomfield High, who like Yearwood is a transgender, won the event with a state record time of 6.95 seconds. So, this doesn't.
Did you look at the picture down below?
Yeah.
That one running there looks
Buckwheat.
it looks like a show enough.
It does. Holy shit! Show enough from
The Last Dragon.
Last Dragon.
Oh shit! It is exactly show enough.
Dude, I didn't even think of that.
Am I the meanest? Sure enough. Am I the prettiest? Sure enough. Am I the baddest?
Oh, turn it! I gotta see too.
Around this time. Sure enough. Who am I? Sure enough. Who am I? Sure enough.
Dude, when I was
like
little,
that
I
movie.
loved that movie.
Yeah. There's also a movie I liked with Ernie Reyes.
Yeah,
Is it Ernie or Eddie?
Ernie. He's in that.
He had a show where he was like
The Last Night or the Last Electric Night.
He's a detective.
Yeah, he was the kid.
Yeah.
And his dad was the what the fuck? What was the name of it? Electric. You got to find it.
I don't know.
Just look. Oh, here. That is show enough, isn't it?
It looks just like Show Enough. Anyway, so two transgender dudes smoked the women's competition, which it shouldn't be a surprise, right?
No.
Like, I don't understand why this is even a thing. Everyone's so worried about hurting someone's sensitivities about being a trans
Sidekicks.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was. It was only on one season.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
All right, go. I'm sorry.
So I guess they first covered this Yearwood dude when he was, or her, when he was a freshman, and he was winning. He won the girls 100 meter and 200 meter dashes at the Connecticut High School Class M state champion. He crushed the competition of the girls 100 meter and 200 meter with Yearwood, the other guy coming in second. Despite the controversy, the guy that's a girl said that biological females may have other advantages. He says one high jumper could be taller and have longer legs than the other, but then the other could have perfect form and do better, he's what he said. One sprinter could have parents who spend so much money on personal training for their child, which in turn would cause that child to run faster. What's sad is this girl, this Selena Soule, is a biological female who finished 8th in the 55-meter sprint and missed qualifying for the New England Regionals by 2 spots because these two dudes are racing with the girls.
Why don't they just make another category?
Transgendered?
Yeah,
you're separating them. You're not being inclusive.
Yeah, but okay, so let's think about this. That's like the same, like you go out there and like you got an you go out there and have fighters now. It's the same thing, right? You have a fighter and now you've got basically you got an MMA fighter who says that they're a woman because they chopped off their dong, and then they go out there and just beat the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah. It's complete.
I mean, I don't know if it's that easy,
it's
but I would think that
nonsense because, I mean, there's no need to explain it. It's complete nonsense. You're putting people that are physically stronger, physically faster, more testosterone, built to do this.
Yeah.
And putting it against people that aren't and have been broken up by genders because of that.
Right.
I mean, if that was the case, why would they even have men's and women's freestyle and
right.
Olympics? Just have freestyle. It'd be all,
Right.
It's funny is everyone tiptoes around it because like, oh, it's.
I don't understand.
They're transgender. That you don't want to hurt them. They got to be you got to be inclusive. Like, fuck, man, you're just allowing someone that may be good at running, like this girl that got 8th, but they got booted out because there's 2 dudes in there playing in the girls' team.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that if you have that physical, your bone structure, all that stuff is, do you think that there would be? I mean, I guess look to see if there's a woman athlete that became a man.
And
then successfully,
I don't know.
Like they're like, hey, yeah, actually, I was a woman, and
so this guy Zuby, I guess he's a British musician,
Zuby,
rap star. He said, I keep hearing about how biological men don't have any physical strength over women in 2019 because they're trying to get rid of gender stuff or on something. He said, so watch me destroy the women's deadlift record without trying. P.S. I identify as a woman while lifting. Don't be a bigot. So he says, I'll take that squat and bench press record too while I'm at it. Might as well to fight bigotry. And he said, then he puts on here, just took the UK women's bench press record too for reps. Strong, stunning, and brave. I mean, seriously, he's on here doing, I don't know what that is. It's in kilograms, that Euro trash, but it's ridiculous. So a few people are claiming that I didn't lock out long enough at the top of my 230 kilogram deadlift. So here's a gentle 260 kilogram pull with an extra long lockout for the haters. Oh, that's another record too. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful and strong. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, right?
Yeah. He's a musician?
Yeah. And all you got to say is, he says, my preferred pronoun is the great one. Like to sit there and say, like, I want to become a record holder. I don't know what's a women's sport that
you could be a record holder.
Yeah, the fucking
wrestling.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, and you just identify as a woman. Let me show up here and smoke everyone. And you're just girls out there like there's women out there that can beat you. Yeah, there are, but they're like 0.0000 whatever of the population. You're not talking about a big group of people that just can totally go out there and smoke a bunch of guys on
Yeah.
physical stuff.
No, but
just the way it is. I mean,
that's how we're built.
what do you think? Fucking.
Why is that so hard for people? Why is that so hard for people to understand that man is built differently than women?
Because
why is that so hard?
They don't want to believe it.
That women are built for certain things. There are tons of things.
Washing dishes. Think about this. No one would ever have a problem saying
I wash a lot of dishes too.
Yeah, I do too.
Fuck, I hate it.
Hey, there's a group of female lions and a group of hyenas have got this pride of lions. They're all up in a tree. This pride of lions killed this kill, and then these hyenas come around, and all these female lions are up on a tree, and then this one fucking male shows up and cleans house.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he's the male. He's Yeah. You can say, why isn't that? Well, the females caught that animal. They're bad too. No one's saying they're not.
That's exactly the truth.
No one's saying that. No one's saying that women shouldn't be playing fucking sprinting or whatever.
You're right.
They're saying that if you put guys on there, they're going to beat them. Even the fucking, pencil neck dickhead at work's going to be probably faster than most of them,
And if he trained, he definitely would be.
It's nothing against.
No, it's not. Here's a perfect example. So we did a what do you call a team building thing the other day at work, and we went bowling. I don't fucking bowl. Do you bowl?
No.
How often do you ever hear me say I'm going bowling?
Yeah.
I haven't fucking bowled in forever.
It's a few years down the road we'll start bowling, I think.
So we're all on the even playing field. I fucked them all up to all those women. And it's bowling.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not, and that's not even fucking athletic.
No.
It's bowling. All right. There's a lot of women out there that fucking beat me at bowling. But when the playing field is even, I can throw that ball harder, faster, straighter down the lane than they can.
That video I sent you, that SWAT cop.
I didn't feel better about myself. I just fucking won. That's all.
And you're not saying, hey, I'm better than
you.
Or whatever. Or you guys shouldn't be bowling.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
But hey, if we're gonna compete, let's
I'm
break
gonna win.
Yeah. Let's break it up. Otherwise, I can win all of it.
Yeah.
Well, right now, so and so is a world class bowler, and she'd beat you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. But if I practiced and became a world class bowler, I would beat her.
Yeah. Just call me Big Earn.
There's that video. It was on the internet a while back. I sent it to you guys in that group text. So there's a SWAT cop, and he's fucking hammered drunk. This cop pulls up to him and is tapping on the window, and he's just passed out in the middle of the road.
Oh shit!
He finally wakes up
in his car.
And he's
Damn.
And the car's not coming back because they're calling the plates and nothing's coming up on it because it's a undercover SWAT police.
Oh shit!
And he's so drunk he's passed out in the road. Well, when he finally comes to, he looks at the cop and floors it. Well, it's in park. It's well, this cop's female counterpart is over there trying to break the glass with her asp.
What's an asp?
Baton or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Can't do it, right? Can't break the window.
Okay.
The dude runs up, guy does, busts it open, pulls the keys out. They arrest him or whatever. It's a total fucking shit show from there on out because he's saying oh, this isn't how it works. You can't do this. He's got a fucking loaded HKMP something in the back of his car. It's got all this stuff. It's a patrol car undercover. All this crap.
What the fuck?
Anyway, one of the comments down at the bottom said, "Hey, that female cop wants to be paid the same as the other, but can't do the fucking job." Dude, I don't get it. If they're gonna allow transgendered, I don't know how that works. Transgendered men to compete in the Olympics in the women's division, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, it is dumb.
Hey, there's the guys. All right, they got first through whatever, and then Lindsey Vonn is now
in third place.
You know, and she's a world class skier, right? She shouldn't be fucking backed up by some guy that's not sure about what the fuck's going on in his life.
And he chops.
Yeah, I don't think you have to chop. I think you just have to fucking identify and be.
You can still have your nuts and stuff.
Yeah, be in a transition.
Just get
phases.
a pair of tits, and then just you're fucking good to go.
I got some rocking tits.
And
I've got a record in deadlift.
Listen. We need to know you're serious, Nick. You got to at least get some tits.
Once that happens,
once that happens, you're in. You're in that. No, that's just a new category. Actually, it's not a new category. It's a dude. You're still
we got the men's 100-meter dash, the women's 100-meter dash, and the men's with tits 100-meter dash.
Oh,
I don't have to wear a fucking bra. My tits are flying everywhere. Fuck you. It's like the lady that was at GameStop, the ma'am. It's ma'am. You want to say, sir, I'll show you a fucking sir. I'm old, I guess, man.
I don't think it's old. I think that, well, I mean, for competition's sake alone, I mean, even if it's anything else, it's competition's sake alone. Like, if I'm a woman, I don't want to be competing against, just because you got a set of tits and you think you're a woman, I don't want to compete against you.
Let's take a Meatloaf from Fight Club.
Bob.
Yeah, foot race. I was going to talk about the Trump nuke summit, but I don't want to. And I'm not going to talk about the lady that called the cops on the lady or the dude whose dog started humping her dog. Shit's out of control.
We didn't talk. Was there other one about the Houston?
The Houston botched raid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. How long have we been talking?
The time.
It's time. Yeah, we'll cut it short. We'll hit that next week. Basically, Houston police lied. 2 people are dead.
The dog's dead.
Sad, man.
It is sad.
Anyway,
actually, let's do it real quick because just think about.
Is the dog dead?
Yeah, they shot the dog.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then that guy fucking shot them. Listen, all right. So was a no-knock warrant, right?
No-knock warrant based on what was lied information from this undercover narcotics officer who said he got information that an informant had bought black tar heroin from this house. They asked the informant said, this is afterwards, after they killed the 2 people who lived in this house and their dog. They asked the informant, he said he never did that or never said that. So then the police officer said, I was talking about this other guy. Well, that didn't pan out. So they found out he's lying. So basically this guy lied to get a warrant to do a no-knock house raid on a house. They kick the door in, come in, shoot a dog. Guy comes out of the back room with a fucking revolver, starts blasting cops, shoots this lying asshole right in the neck. I think 3 other cops got wounded. They kill him. His wife comes out, tries to grab a shotgun or something. They kill her in her own house. Mm-hmm. And then they said they found a small amount of marijuana and some white powder substance that they thought was fentanyl or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know if that ever panned out.
Yeah. Well, these people are gonna be demonized, right?
Well, the police chief. Well, the immediate response was the police union guy. I don't know if you've. Did you ever hear that? Hold on.
Is it Asa Veda?
No. Well, he's the chief.
Right. Is it Art Asa Veda is the chief?
That sounds like a football chant. Art Asa Veda.
That's a Alex Jones guy. But that would be Austin. Maybe it's Houston. I don't know.
Art Asa Veda. Mm-hmm. Here, listen to this guy.
First of all, let me just thank the community. The outpouring of support has once been amazing, and it shows why Houston's the greatest city in the world. I want to thank Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, who already contacted us to make sure these officers are doing all right. And I want to thank all of our partners at HFD, all the officers out on that scene, who all played a crucial role in getting them down here. And certainly thank you to the medical staff, the world-class medical staff here that are taking care of our officers. But now I want to speak on behalf of the 5,200 brave men and women of the Houston Police Department and the other 800,000 police officers that are working these streets every single day, putting their lives on the line. We are sick and tired of having targets on our back. We are sick and tired of having dirtbags
might think about that before you fucking lie on a search warrant. But go continue.
Bags trying to take our lives when all we're trying to do is protect this community and protect our families. Enough is enough. And if you're the ones that are out there spreading the rhetoric that police officers are the enemy, well, just know we've all got your number now. We're going to be keeping track of all of y'all, and we're going to make sure that we hold you accountable every time you stir the pot on our police officers. We've had enough, folks. We're out there doing our jobs every day, putting our lives on the line for our families. Enough is enough. Now, please, keep these officers in your prayers.
Shut the fuck up.
You mean the one that lied and murdered 2 people in their own house?
Fucking idiot. That guy. How big was that guy?
I think he's like 3'8".
Yeah. Anyways, all right. No knock. Somebody kicks in your fucking door.
What are you gonna do?
And guns are blazing already. Shoot your fucking dog. And they say that they're the police. Oh, wait a minute. Have you done anything wrong? Like, so now, do you get what I'm saying here? Is that?
So think about this. If I was, a no good person, and one of my buddies, or not my buddies, one of my competitors or whatever, if I was selling drugs or whatever, I don't know. What am I doing? I'm making meth, and my competitor's house, I got to get rid of him. Mm-hmm. So hey, we're gonna go smoke Harold over there. What are we gonna do? We're gonna knock on the door and then kick it in, or I guess we don't have to knock. We're gonna kick the door in and we're gonna yell police. Then we're just gonna start shooting. I mean, there's no one else. It's not stopping anyone from yelling. I mean, just because someone yells cops in your house. Plus, think about the havoc that originally happened. You know, like, holy shit, what the fuck? You know, who's shooting? Why is the door getting kicked in? You have that, like, the OODA loop or whatever, that observe, orient, decide, act or whatever. Or I can't remember what the O is, but, I mean,
yeah, I'm not going to wait. I'm not waiting for somebody to
people say, like, well, you figure that out in the courts. Like, dude,
you don't figure that somebody's shooting a fucking gun in your you don't figure that shit out in the house or in the courts. They're shooting in your house. No, just hang out. Fuck it.
Here's the other
it's because you got to tighten it up underneath. I don't know what you've done.
Let's do this right now. But here's the other thing: is like these 2 people.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if you are fucking selling black tar heroin out of your house, you're like, fuck, they got me. You know, you're waiting for the cops to show up.
Yeah,
you're just 2 people.
That's where I was going.
Yeah. And some fucking guy lies to where they're going to your house on accident or because he thinks something,
or they got the wrong address because they didn't fucking double check it, which we've heard before.
Well, that's never happened, right?
Yeah, that's
never happened in the past. But
that's right.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. That fucking pencil neck union dickweed should be apologizing.
Yeah, not saying we got your numbers.
Well, I mean, and the thing is there's an article or there's an interview with him afterwards where he's like, "Would you take any of that back?" or something like. I don't know if I can find it fast enough. But he basically says, you know, I don't take it, you know, whatever back. Like this one guy doesn't reflect all of them, which I know it's not because I know someone.
That's true.
You know, in Houston,
that's true,
and they're not all bad. But the thing is like you can't immediately demonize these people. And I don't know all the facts. You know, maybe.
Well, using the fucking excuse that we're on the streets trying to protect you, and you don't know what it's like. We're tired of this putting our lives on the line. Well, fucking stop it then. Get the fuck out of there. Then.
I would make sure if I was going to be talking like that, hey, was this legit? Not. Yeah. Hey, the guy fucking lied. People are dead. 4 officers are injured.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This is bad. And, and he lied about it. The fucking guy lied, and I heard, like, well, he's possibly, that's perjury. You know, the Chief Aceveda or whatever. He's like, you know, that's perjury. Like, no, it's fucking premeditated murder is what it is.
And then the other 3 cops that got shot are on his head.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
And if I'm one of those cops, you don't think I'm not fucking pissed at him?
They were saying like, well, the police are mad about it, but I don't know what, you know, I haven't heard shit about it since it's happened.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, because nobody's gonna raise a stink about 2 fucking poor white trash. That's what it was. Did you see the house?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the house. I mean, okay, they were poor. They lived in the slums. They probably did illegal things that didn't fit. They probably smoked weed. Probably did all that stuff, but not likely sold. You know, I mean, it comes the truth came out. They did.
Yeah, they weren't selling black tar heroin.
Who gives a fuck if they?
The thing is, the thing is, like I've said on all this, and I would never enter someone's house on a warrant based on if they're selling drugs, if they're buying drugs, if whatever.
Right.
If my job
physical
was to
harm's happening
take
on
them out,
then,
or whatever, to arrest them, like I'm waiting until they go to 7-Eleven or whatever.
Oh,
I'm not going in their fucking house.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest thing. It's not some imminent life. You know where they are. Like, surround it. Wait for them to leave. Wait for their.
Yeah.
You don't know what's inside there. Kids, or it could be fucking people in there you don't even know. Or they could have the whole place booby trapped. Why? Like, you're gonna go in there because they're selling heroin, black tar heroin. Whose fucking life is on on the line right now? You got to go. Fucking
some
guns.
Idiot that's stupid enough to go buy that stuff and put it in his arm. But that's his fucking choice. Yeah. And guess what that does if he does die? It trims down that stupid population.
I don't know.
And you just, All right.
Anyway,
we're good.
Like and share our Facebook page. Email us at xbeerheadx@yahoo.com. Got show ideas, send them to us. Other than that, we'll see you possibly next week.
Yeah.
We've been doing 2 weeks, but hopefully next week.
All right. Adios, muchachos.
Accessing your mind. Programming started. Thank you for listening to the Spearhead Transmission. We know you enjoyed your experience. Please come again and partake in our ridiculousness. There is so much more to explore. Remember, your mind is yours. You are not part of a collective. You will start to think independently if you seek the truth. Stop buying the lies. Water that tree of liberty, and you will break those chains of mental slavery. You are beautiful and heroic. Until next time, goodbye.